Hey guys, I'm back. I was going to talk to you. The first one we already went through. Remember, we said we were doing 7 characteristics of life? Well, the first one we already went through about how everything, if it's alive, is made of cells. Well, here's the second characteristic of life. This is the response to stimuli. And if you look at this picture on your screen, you'll see that plant kind of leaning in towards the light. Even plants respond to stimuli. Their roots grow down to respond to gravity. Some flowers will actually move with the sun, and they'll rise their faces up in the morning sunlight, and then in the evening their faces begin to droop down. So plants even respond to stimuli, and of course you do too. If you feel pain or you feel threatened or you feel warmth or it's just an actual stimuli you like, you respond to it. So that is the second characteristic to life that we will study more in depth later this year. The third characteristics of life is that everything tries to do what we call homeostasis. And if I break that word up, it's like home stasis. And think of the word stasis meaning like to stay home or to stay balanced. That's kind of what homeostasis means. It means that all living things have mechanisms that allow them to do this. For example, see that dog in the picture? Dogs don't have sweat glands where they have fur. They do have sweat glands, but just not wherever they have fur. And so you can imagine right now in Texas in August, it's hot. If you've ever seen a dog outside, it's just panting, and laying down, and the stomach's just going up and down because they're panting. That's because if they open their mouths, they're getting more cold air coming in. They're trying to keep their body temperature down, and panting helps them do that. For you guys, your body tends to respond. When it's cold outside and you begin to shiver, that's because your body is trying to speed up its metabolism, trying to make your body inside become more of a temperature it likes, around 97.5 degrees. So homeostasis that's called thermoregulation, the fact that our body does that. When you're too hot, the opposite happens too. You begin to kind of sweat and try to, and as you sweat, then that water sits on your skin and begins to evaporate, which makes you begin to actually sort of our own little air conditioning unit in our bodies, trying to bring your temperature back down so you don't get too hot. So again, characteristics of life: 1, cells. Everything's made of cells and it's organized. 2, that you respond to stimuli, or all living things respond to stimuli. And 3, that you like to maintain that healthy balance, which is called homeostasis. Okay, so in a moment in this Nearpod, you're going to go through those slides again, read them carefully, think about what that means, see if you can come up with some other examples in your head, and then there's an open-ended question in the Nearpod. I'll see you in a minute again.